DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines, proudly brings you Equal Justice. Find out the hottest legal issues of the week and hear the analysis. And now, here are your hosts, Attorney Ador Tolentino.
Yes to peace, no to BBM. Facebook. Okay, if you want to follow me.
Attorney June Kicho.
Kailangan ano pa yun, comfort level eh.
Exactly.
And Attorney Tiki Tabuhara.
Vice President Binay, pati si Pinoy, pati si Executive Secretary. Chief.
Alright, we're back and still have discussion on Grace Poe's citizenship. You know, tama ka eh. Hindi naman natin ito pag-uusapan kung hindi siya number one sa survey.
Yes.
I mean, and that is expected also for those who are defending Grace Poe. Expected nyo yan na lahat bubusisiin bawat sulok ng kanyang qualification.
But I think one very significant importance, one importance of this is that it really has to be discussed in a legal manner.
Yes.
Because the law is the language of our government.
Exactly.
It's the language of the state. It's what binds us all together. And we really have, if we want a just society, no? If we want a just state,
We have to humanize
we have to humanize the law, and the only way we can humanize the law is by really tackling everything, you know, the decisions of the Supreme Court.
Anyway,
Pero going back to Poe.
so natural lang pag-uusapan yan. So tayo naman, since we are lawyers, at the back of our minds, of course, are the provisions of the law on citizenship.
Yes.
So
Not only of the law, but of the Constitution.
Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, just to clarify, we are not bending any rule here. What we're just saying is that we still follow the Constitution.
Yes.
Your mother is a Filipino, you are a natural born. But how to apply that to certain situations, yan ang pinag-uusapan natin.
Yes, and specifically because there is no clear provision in the Constitution on things like that.
Oo, kasi general lang eh. General,
Yes.
no? So, how do you prove that your mother is a Filipino citizen if you don't know who your mother is?
Yes.
Diba? Ganun ang problema eh.
You know what? At the end of the day, this brings us to mind that maybe it's time to revisit our laws on citizenship. Kasi mukhang kulang nga, di ba? In terms of how this situation, cases of foundlings found in the Philippines would be addressed. Kasi wala eh, silent siya ang dati.
Partner, meron din ako sabihin, no? To address that issue, ito pa, we have to cite the Constitution. No? Kasi doon sa 1987 at 1973 Constitution, if you were born of a Philippine mother, ano ka na? Philippine citizen ka na, di ba? Now, if you were born before 1973, parang ibang rule eh. Ibang rule na naman eh. So, shouldn't that be already done away with na the Constitution should declare categorically right now that if your mother is a Filipino, regardless of when you were born, basta nandito ka na, nanay mo Pilipino ka na. Kasi it should be retroactive, otherwise walang katapusan eh, di ba? So, ang ginawa nila, prospective. So, if you were born after 1973 Constitution of a Filipino mother, you are Filipino. But if you were born before that, hindi ka pa sigurado. Yan ang malabo sa atin. Dapat sa Constitution, dinagay na henceforth, everybody, di ba, whose mother is a Filipino, regardless of when you were born, is a Filipino. Tapos. Di ba, ganun dapat yun eh, di ba? Kasi, pagdating ng Amerikano dito, ganun din ang problema eh. There was a change of sovereignty, di ba, from American to Spanish. Ngayon, ang ginawa ng ng 1935 Constitution, they already proclaimed everybody a Filipino citizen. As long as nandito ka na, nanay mo Filipino. Di ba? Otherwise, it will be a never-ending issue eh, for a lot of people eh. So, ganun lang sa akin. So, anyway, kailan ba pinanganak si Poe? Anong taon?
No, she's only 48 or 47 years old.
She's younger than we are?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Kung 47, she was born in the 60s.
She's only in that age. Yeah.
So yun, di 1935.
Siguro magkaedad lang sila
Constitution siya.
ni Senator Cheese. Kasi Cheese younger than us.
So anyway, paano naman tong ibang issue naman yan? Nag-renounce naman siya ng citizenship.
Yes.
Naturalize siya, nag-passport siya.
Yes, that's the second issue about her citizenship.
Yung mga makabayan ng mga pakiramdam, isang malaking issue sa kanila yan na how can we trust a president who once renounced
but there are two
allegiance to the Republic of the Philippines.
But these are two different issues. The one is legal, the other one is moral. Okay. What the Bakabayans, I remember because Lenny Robredo also said something like somebody who has renounced his or her Filipino citizenship should not be voted for the presidency.
Regardless.
Yes.
Quoted siya doon. It's in the social media.
So there's a moral issue. Okay? But the legal issue is, can you reacquire
you're being natural born.
a natural born citizenship after renunciation?
Sa akin, this is my opinion. Kasi if you are a natural, obviously she was a natural born citizen. Why? Because she had to take an oath of allegiance doon sa United States. Obviously, hindi siya because she was something else. So, Pinoy siya to begin with. Now,
well, kasi yun ang kanyang birth records.
Wala na record. Pero
I mean, adoption records.
Ngayon, she had to take her oath of allegiance doon sa US to become a US citizen. So, obviously, Filipino siya before that. Okay, now, she lost her citizenship because of that. Now, years later, she used a US passport and then she renounced her US citizenship. So she came back to the Philippines. So repatriation, that is not naturalization, You just reacquire your previous citizenship. Now, within the year after that repatriation or renunciation of US citizenship was approved, hindi pa siya approved, she used a US passport to travel. Hindi pa approved yung renunciation niya ng US citizenship. Kato pa siya. Now, will that operate as an overt act of her maintaining her US citizenship?
Halimbawa, sabihin natin, okay, it cannot retroact. What is the effect? Does that nullify all the laws?
Anong sabi sa Supreme Court? May retroactive effect ba yan?
Hindi. Ang sabi ng Supreme Court sa Makiling versus Comelec, it is prospective. From the time that you renounce your Philippine citizenship and repatriate yourself to the Philippine citizenship, that is the only time you acquire again your your rights to a Filipino citizen. Now, if you are elected before that, nakano ka pa, it does not retroact.
So what is the effect of
paano yung being natural born? Kasi mari-reacquire mo yung Philippine citizenship mo. Pero as a natural born, is that reacquired?
Kasi it should go back. Your date of birth Hindi pwedeng may butil.
May gap. Hindi pwedeng may gap. It should be reverting to that point as if you did not renounce at all.
Yes. Yan ang panlaban ni Grace Poe. Actually, that's exactly my point also.
And that is exactly why people are asking or questioning that she is natural born. Kasi under operation of law, pag na-reacquire niya yung Philippine citizenship niya, syempre babalik yung pagiging natural born niya. But that is exactly the problem, di ba? That's exactly the problem. Dahil yung pagiging natural born niya, it's just a presumption right now. Because of the founding issue. That's why
the presumption, she goes back to the presumption, and the presumption remains the truth until and unless it is proven otherwise. Diba?
Kaso magiging test case yan.
Ano man nakakatawa dito kasi if they compel or they say that Grace Poe is a foreigner, no? Sasabihin na foreigner siya. So, ano mangyayari sa kanya? Aalis sa bansa or does she have to go to court? How will she prove her alien status? Sinong tatay niya? Sinong nanay niya? Hindi rin natin alam. So, who can say that she's an alien? Secondly, what proceedings can she have? Naturalized siya, magna-naturalize siya. From what nationality? She doesn't know what nationality she is eh. Diba? Yan ang problema eh. Diba? So, the presumption for foundlings makes sense. Kasi nga, foundling eh.
It really should favor her, the presumption that she is natural born.
Ako sa akin dyan, if I were the God forbid, kung Supreme Court Justice ako. Ako sasabihin, Justice Carpio, si Justice Carpio, bilib ako dyan. He's a very good, very patriot, magaling mahusay, very good practitioner when he was a lawyer. And, he, if I were him, heaven forbid, kung makakaabot ako doon, I would decide na pagka-foundling or a child below, let's say, 1 year old who is found in the Philippines is already presumed to be the Filipino citizen. Kasi hindi man siya pwede pumasok eh. Di ba? But if he is an adult already, above a certain age and he claims to be a Filipino citizen, that is the time he has to prove his filiation.
Yeah.
Para sa akin, that's the, di ba?
Yeah.
And then meron pa yung UN Convention on Stateless Persons, di ba, na if you were born and raised in a certain country, you were here your whole life, there is already a vested right for you to claim citizenship of that
At
country.
kahit ano pa, kahit the rights of the child. Rights of the child. Every child deserves a citizenship. Has a right to citizenship.
What is the remedy? Kasi ang final ngayon yata was disqualification case against Senator Grace Poe as a senator.
As a senator.
Sa Senate Electoral Tribunal. Yun yung kay Carpio, di ba?
Yeah,
Nagsasalita siya. But she has not yet filed her candidacy
For the
president.
presidency.
So wala pang tanong yan.
And we know that the Electoral Tribunal will be constituted by the COMELEC. By the COMELEC pati.
Meron pre-qualification, pre-disqualification, meron post, di ba? Yung sa Presidential Electoral Tribunal after election, and then meron din before sa COMELEC. Now, whatever decision the Senate Electoral Tribunal will make, assuming na sabihin nila na hindi siya
Natural born.
will that affect, is that res judicata to her already, or
No.
is it not yet applicable to the presidential candidacy? Kasi Senate Electoral Tribunal na to, so just this unseats her.
No, but
Diba?
that would be same issue and same person involved.
But is that tribunal's findings res judicata with respect to all the other issues, especially when she runs for another position,
Appealable naman yan to the Supreme Court.
na hindi pa matatapos before 2016?
Yeah, because the Supreme Court will have to make a decision on that.
So, if
Now, yes.
she can still run for
Yes.
president.
While pending yung
Yung case niya.
kung meron tayong ganun na klaseng sabihin natin i-maintain yung design na neoclassical, good. Pero ang interior naman yung medyo talagang
Medyo may dating.
mahihiya ka naman maglakad doon na na hindi naka-Amerikana o barong, di ba?
Yung suot natin yun, di ba?
Oo. Kasi that's the kind of awe that you should feel when you are inside a Supreme Court hall.
Sa Amerika, ganun din, no? Yung
Ganun
parang may
dapat.
steps na mataas,
Oo.
tapos may parang pillars, di ba?
Yes.
Parang Samson in the Lion na
Oo.
di ba? And then sa loob, marble, di ba? So,
Dapat ganun. Sana wag yung masyadong modern.
We should raise the level of debate in this election. I mean, for Christ's sakes, we have been in these elections. We've been doing these elections for how many decades already, and we've always focused on personalities. We have no party system. That's really sad. We have focused on very short-term issues, and not really the big the
Long term.
Yes, the what do you call that? The
substantial
yes,
issues.
the substantial issues. And let's turn this around. I think parang General Luna ito. we have to realize. Yes, we have to realize. Tayo lang talaga yung kalaban natin, and for as long as we raise issues of this, yes, for as long as we raise issues of this sort,
Yeah.
no, during election time, for Christ's sakes, we do not see any substantial change that's
Yeah.
going to happen in the next term, and it's not going to be the fault of the person we're electing. It's going to be our fault. Yes.
Digi?
well, for me, I still feel that Grace Poe is a natural-born Filipino citizen. In fairness, no, she was born and raised here. She grew up here her whole life. Nagkataon lang na she doesn't have a chance to prove her affiliation to her real parents. But it's highly unlikely that a 1-month-year-old foundling will be considered as an alien. No? She, first of all, she could not have entered the country at that young an age.
But wala pong tiyanak
Dalawa,
siya.
she was found right in the middle of the Philippines. So obviously, she was not born of aliens. Now, I think she is a natural-born citizen. She has to perform no further act to complete her citizenship, and she should be eligible to run for presidency.
Alright. Ako naman, yes, the presumption for Grace Poe's citizenship as a Filipino, okay, is there. I give it to her. But with respect to being natural born or as a natural born status, that's another story for me. I leave it up to the ongoing case on the matter so that we will be enlightened. Kasi I have my own take, but I'd rather that I defer broadcasting, the position on that matter. But to a certain extent, TK, I agree with you that the presumption should be in her favor until it
It
is
is
overthrown
disputed.
by contrary.
So in other words, the burden of proof is not upon her,
yes,
but on her
but upon-
detractors.
yes, yes. So parang mas magandang ganun yung mas humane din at
There's no proceeding to declare your citizenship.
Exactly.
You are vested with it from
Yeah.
birth, di ba?
Yes.
Unless otherwise impugned.
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on. So,
now, and as to raising the bar in discussion about politics and elections, sa akin, the challenge is more on not on the people in the debating circles, but should be on the level of the public listening to all these debates. Yung mga tao dapat marunong silang mag-discern kung ano yung mga issues at ano yung mga non-issues. And at the end of the day, ano yung resulta ng ating boto, yun ang ating pagtitiisan ng next 6 years. So, huwag tayong magreklamo kung lumabas na palpak yung binoto natin kasi yun ang ating pili.
correct. So vote wisely.
Vote wisely always. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening in, and this has been Attorney Ador Tolentino,
Attorney Tiki Tabuhara.
And Attorney June Picho.
and this is Equal Justice. So next week, 1:30 to 3 p.m.